Manum legele, legele. Manum legele, legele. Iyale, shobaleza. Iyale, shobaleza. Iyale, shobaleza. Iyale,
feel a fever. Yeah, there is the Happy New Year. That's New Year, and it smells New Year. Yeah. New Year, Nyathokoza, and thank you very much ukuthi nifike and siqale la introduction. Nge 22nd yo akulalwa. Nyathokoza abantwana bakantu. Thank you very much for bakwantu that came yesterday for practice. Silungiselela uhambo lwethu. And besifuna ingoma ezintsha so that akeke mona mosgodlo re tla tse dipina tsa Sezulu thata ne and nna ke Motswana Sezulu sa gana la ke ka se bua le le hey la bo fer so ne re batla dipina tse dintsha. There is one song that I use. There's two, yes, there's two songs tse dintsha tsa Sotho ne Douglas. Yeah, so never practice Amawani and never invite anyone who was going to Shapa Skupu because Skupu said, Kisaruna, this is a movement. We are moving. So we want more people to come. We want all of you who live and train. Must feel at home. So right now, if you can sing, you must come and sing. If you watch Shaba's group, come and Shaba's group. So when you imagine for the 22nd and 23rd, because group have a so the more the merrier. I'm here to do the announcement. It's our African New Year. So the first group, it was on the 21st. So first group Kibale Baba Tots Amayanga 21, and they will be using their own transport. Because at the 21 you see the bonfire and the storytelling and the poster and when you work the accommodation packages. So after that event, storytelling and bonfire. So that accommodation is for it was for the 21st because the 22nd so the 22nd in the morning at 6 master do part. So if you stay far, please make arrangements. Then so that Konoba how feel be on time. So can 22nd in after Spa and transport and if you still want to come and join us, transport from Scotland is 850. So that 850 is inclusive of food, and transport. So 850 it covers everything. If you go to more Orlando, Moscow, then if the go Devon is 1,300. So Batotwala more Devon station. So they know I'm at Devon nights for every time Maria put cardinal points and trainer point Babita Moyona is Devon stations. So it's 1,300. Then if you will be using your own transport, your car, 200 unit is required, is for food and is also for toilet facility. We are going to hire a toilet. The water a toilet. So you need to pay that 200. If four. Yeah, so it's 200 per head. So that 200 I cover only the drive. So you need to pay because we need all of so 200 is compulsory. Then, deadline, he got in 19. So, in any time of social media, the reason why it's 29, I think we need to prepare. So, we need to make sure already, trailer, we need to know all the logistics that we need to prepare for. So, the 19th, 12 o'clock midday. Because we need to start doing the arrangement. Remember the first group is among 21, sorry. So the 19th, it's a short space. So I do understand some of you have to go and hustle for child, but deadline so that we can prepare. And Nekekopa for little the 5 liters of metsi and Mpopoma is very far. So Gonzalo purchase. So you need water. So obviously we don't like but we also need medical inside of 25 liters of metsi. Because we see we need to retouch the jala. So please I'm requesting for the 5 liters of metsi. And Nekekopa hape recently because we don't need the activities. Little the messages alone yoga. Yes. The messages are yoga. Let me say yes. Lidiko bone because we super fabata. Then literally the apparel the warm. The cool because you can push saya. So le papa chesa. Then kopa the literally the snack because remember more the 22 to 23 so when I did 24 the reason why I did 24 because we got a very positive feedback. Remember Koinzalo so we wanted Bawantu to come little Habula Moya old I can hardly celebrate the 31st it's a fake. Then Gadi one, la Gada happily like so more remember we are trying to connect with nature, we need to connect with our roots, we are trying to connect everything flatten as black people. So I know penally resistance, some people are complaining and we are saying if you want to come back on the 23rd, it's okay. But it will be nice if we can come back at 24 because never will have a concert. Like popular concert in the so but one tomorrow you know what? Because the 22nd evening Friday, there's Saturday, there's Sunday, Monday it's a holiday. So I know some of you want to go home in the lens of the arrangement. We know. But if you want to go back at the 23rd, you are free to do that. Because in Nogara maybe impose on people. It's because they would really feedback because more there's a lot to learn. We didn't know for you know, so we wanted us to connect. So if the poem and talent, we wanted to celebrate our African New Year. So if you want to come back at 23rd, it's okay. We are not number for how many people for. So yeah, this is go GK. I can read some Kamoya. So I'm Ure. Me too. And the time I never go Pegville, you go Bluff. Remember it's a day before. Because if you like more, not the feelings that are for the time people EFF also live at Mabata the shutdown. The shutdown, yes. So ratsamaya early. So remember more ya mo teng ke more dilo di point tsele. Asi di point fela tse di tsamsakileng gore re ya mo. Ke mo go nang le significance mo teng. So a ne re tsamaile ko Bedville le ko Blafuka a day before. High differ from Nzalo. A is just regular a day. Not earlier, but we're gonna stay a day between. So emphasize that people they must not feel like we are imposing the 23rd on them. Then go in Zalo, kuna Limpopoma. So I repeat fela, I get into the fast. And if you until it's fast and we are going Zalo, please do join us. Energy A1. Yes, I know Baba fasting harder, but this days we may so the rata for energy. Wait a little more energy A1 you look out fella ya kopana I couldn't really and Kona Limpopoma. So Kompopomeng Nintiki announce all these weeks for fire fellanyana how ya putting keep class go class but over high can be no for a how go class put some kayane so can li raba shoes nyana but sa make come out ke re lo connect phala kwale go tobileng bophelo go teng ne so go connect o tsamaya ka maoto do that and especially momo gae mona go tsamaya ka maoto is you know gore then le tsamaye then le teng di aparonyana tsa go tsena mo metsing please bring di aparonyana tse di tapinyana ne se re tsele si sad so na ne ka polo tse di white na gana go ketla go metsing tsile mo le ke le brown and di aparo tsa teng ga zang da tlola so le teng di aparonyana tse di tapinyana gore le kgone go kena mo metsing bring your coins I kala tseba le kena mo metsing le khanisetsa yo ke ntlo nya khanisa so tadi di coin nyana la kenya mo le mo metsing la kena le saying whatever that you need to do akona bo manzini yes then after that 6 o'clock kinki am ele ya point kina le disability ya am I go chaba I go any disability aga every time like you come how 12 o'clock midnight oh okay we can change so dyslexia yeah plus anyway I honestly saw the Italian yeah so kucho calendar no my fat I so 60 ya thoma mlindelo so we want to leave kana go ba kwantu we know some of you leswa go migrant leswa go Pitori mara ke gona le nako gore le prepare leng dilo on time so aga batli ya di pick up points gore re lo lata mo scat because tlamile re fihle kwale tlamile re prepare tlamile go pulile oh and another request mara request because I really kwala ga re go marketing vacation I go vacation kitchen asabo method I know we are doing away with that what we were taught so yes yes patriarchy haibatlege kitchen if matsoga ga go ha robe you are free come to the kitchen
Nizozinche.
yes uzophila and angithi niyazi ukuthi uzohlabuwa sizulu bamtshega akere la tseba go tlhabiwa ke so go na le nama ya segiwa ya tlhatswiwa and go na le mateng mo mathung kuna madoda bathi amadoda awawashi amathung so abane ke patriarchy
Marbaya wash.
So, I felt a fellow come and assist.
But you start to ma. You want to tell me about that. You want to
so, la bana go ke request mara ke re ra kupusana fela siyakhumuzana asiceli siyakhumuzana ukuthi ningakhohlwa ukuthi some of the things mabathi hey abafazi bayitsa so is something that we were taught kibana balona and belink so mathumbo re kopa metsi mathumbo a tlhatswiwa and re kopa le order ne go kitchening wetsi gona mo go re mo kitchening le tlo tsena le mo GK gona ra le hlokomeza ne go kitchening there must be order. We don't want people wanting back and funti and patalile mina ke batla in I don't order because go ka se be mona this one ha re fastile ka ofela re nna mo energy e one so a re batle batho ha ba go kopa ofelo queue o ska kwa bo wena o lambi so if re ka starta dilo ka nako everything tlo tsamaya ka order pela ra tsamaya Friday. Thursday. First group again. Thursday. Yes. Kibawa to tswang pass. Then Thursday, baba tlo tsamela ka dikolo. So I'm making this announcement because I don't want Corneli energy essential. Ne? And thing emo happy. We tlo na le theme. We tell you can get about Zalona green. They wanna green. So Belingani, Kalayam, Belingani Asa is green. So let's wear green. Then thing in Mohab. So yeah, Kibuileka diaparo, Kibuileka, you can bring the Ponyana how Enyani, not Engatane. Ish the Kera say Batum. Alifeta who the ancestors Taruna. Le tlogela di kerese le batla gore tshisa kwale and last year kule ga nna le mollo ile wa itsagala wa tle re tlogela dikotsi because batho ba phatla and ba tlogela di kerese tsa bone di etsa le be di tshwara di tlhaga di batlile tente echa it was chaotic so we are discouraging kerese because I know gore la ka le bolella ka gore ha o itima ya no go tšwa ba timela be le tlogela gape so re batla gore dilo di tsamaye ka tsela e ntseng sentle I think it covered everything ke buile sebaka you so ke buile sebaka so if you want to put a payment kopa o umpone then ungomele POP and if how is a payment kwa re tlo nna le system ya go monitor batho ba ba patetseng because re khathetse every time people ha ba patale but especially ba batlang le batho ba dikoloi batho ba teng ha ba patele then batho ba ba patetseng dijo di ba shortela so go tlo nna le a system re tlo checka batho so le ska makana a go checka mo listing re go fa something ya go bontsha go go patetse so we are not policing but re batla gore dilo di tsamaye that's la ends in center. Did I leave anything? Ni covered. La ke go intsa. Okay, se tsele kwatile so. So sizohlangana Thursday. Friday. Then baba tsamaya. Ni tsamaye nkantle. Re tla kopana go teng. Thokoze.
Una sango, mas
she does best. So please, I give her photo. Siyathokozisa emakhosini. Nezifile. Ogogo nomkhulu, abafundi bontatemkhulu. To the royals who are streaming live with us today. Peace family. Okay. We are in the season of Unut Umpetigazi. Anut, 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 Ampetigazi, 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 Ampetigazi. Today is the third week of the season of Unut Umpetigazi. And today's lecture is about unit and augmentation. That's the topic for today. That's what Nkulu will be doing the lecture on. As we know, the season of Nut starts from the 23rd of August to the 23rd of September. We're streaming live from 897 PLS Street, Orlando East, every Sunday with no fee. So please do come and join us as God willing. We would love to experience your energy. If you have the means, please do so. Okay, Unut, as we know, the principle of that Nut, it's augmentation to increase, illuminate, amplify, and then the function is gestation, inception. Gestation, then the seeds get lodged into the uterus and the egg, and then yakuma, and then the embryo, and then the fetus, then we get the bundle of joy. So, I'll be reading the things that align us with the season of Unut Umpetigazi, and I'll be reading from the Kemet African Royal Calendar. This is the book that Nkulu reads from when he is doing Umpasho. Please get yourself a copy if you do not have a copy. It's 200 Rand. And I think we also do have a digital copy if you go on the website and write, right? Okay. The Professor Kopantang, or as let me not go there. Inyanga, it's August. Ije, lapis lazuli, umbala, indigo, insimbi, aluminium, impepo, storex, amaka, ambergris, isihlahla, sycamore, izilwani, it's serpent, inyoka, ixoxo, frog, ili. It's not gonna work for me. So to find us on our social media platforms, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, at GEK_movement, on Facebook, Great Empire of Kemet, also Bonabakulu Basekemo. That's our private social account for everybody to engage. So please share content, ask questions, and if you know please do. We are also on Instagram, we are on Twitter, also YouTube. No, I did say YouTube there here, and Spotify podcast. Yeah, so those are our social media, and TikTok. Yes, thank you. Those are our social media platforms and handles. GEK_movement, Great Empire of Kemet, at Great Empire of Kemet, Bonabakulu Base Kim. And we are also on the Great Empire of Kemet, our app, Kemet Chat. Yes, also find us there. And also on the Kemet, on the website, if you'd like to make donations, please do so. Any kind of donations will really help for the running of Isigodlo, the day-to-day running of Isigodlo, whether it's money or talent love. Please do so. What else am I? Oh, guys, your phone, please excuse me. You must borrow me your fingerprint. On the market today, on the black market today, we have truth seekers, ne, which is Umkulu Jebuti. Where is Umkulu Jebuti? And yeah, so guys, you see now. Okay, let me start here. We have Umamfiso's herbs. Umamfiso from the kingdom of Unuti. And Umamfiso Une, Mamfiso Rabrab, Cancer Bush, and the Reishi mushroom. So I think we was able to explain everything which what does what. And then we also have your truth seekers, Umkulu Jewuti at the market. Also the anks, silver anks, earrings, stainless steel anks, bracelet, rings, sculptures. So, and the contact details, how do they find you, Nicole? For our brothers and sisters who are streaming live, I think we should include the contact details. And then we also have products. We have capsules, the turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and garlic. We also have the blue lotus tea, hibiscus tea for women's wellness. We have Nkanyezi Aura Cleanser, fluoride-free toothpaste, shea butter cream. We have Intolwani soap, Intolwani, and other herbs. So, Nkanyezi, I think Nkanyezi Nyamtola, we social media, Nkanyezi speaks on Facebook, on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, yes. And who else do we have on the market? Mkulu Jongani. We also have Mkulu Jongani. Mkulu Jongani, which is ama anks, silver, brass. So yeah, jewelry. And what else am I leaving behind? Oh, they also have statues. I think I did mention statues. Yes. And what else? We also have GEK apparel. We have t-shirts, we have sweat tops and hoodies. For those who are still asking themselves about the theme, the green, again, we have green t-shirts that GK. It actually would be nice if someone can t-shirts. Imagine how the photos are going to look like. So please get yourself a green t-shirt and support GEK. This is another way of GEK to raising funds. So Mautenga, you're also assisting in this cause. The t-shirts go for 200 rand, and then the sweat tops, I think it's 450, and then hoodie is 500 rand. Yeah, so you can get it in your season, but for now, the green one from Zalo, the theme. So Sisong and it, let's all look nice and beautiful. And also on Wednesdays, we give platform for black-owned businesses. And how do they gonna, what's the, on Twitter, okay. So do they go on Twitter and okay? Oh, they send their business. Oh, okay. info@GEK. Yeah, that's where you send your info to advertise for your black-owned businesses. What else am I leaving behind? Can I understand?
Don't forget.
I think it's good with it.
Press a like and follow.
Yes, okay, please like, subscribe, and share.
For the algorithm.
Yes, please.
For the algorithm.
For more people to find the content, so well and good. This is what I'm talking about. It's okay. So I'm a queen, it's a
Yes,
Sisamukele nalabo abasha baqala ukuza ukufika la esigodlweni ikhaya lawo wonke umuntu omnyama le samukele namakhehle kade sawacila akashelwe nama sazi kwenzinto sisempini vele manje ke topic namhlanje sikhuluma ngo-note and the augmentation. It means ukuthi we've got to intensify whatever isiyenza. Ngoba asinamvikeli. We are our own defenders. So it means ukuthi ke njengoba sikule position silokho sibhekele and mengizwa ngamahemhweni alikho isotsha nje lifuna ukuphakamisa isandla. Ithi umuntu omnyama uyaxhashazwa. So therefore bonke bagoba umsila. Manje ke yitho sizoyiliberate le country na le continent ngomphahlo. Kancane kancane. Umphahlo awujahanga, it's not an event. Yinto ethatha isikhathi. Kepha la idlule khona kufana nendlovu. Uyabona ukuthi umoya unyathele la. Manje ke makhehla mina ukuthi i-struggle sethu simnandi because thina silwa ngomphakathi, right? And we are free to do that. Into okumele siyilwele to a point ukuthi siyifele umhlaba wethu. We have to do that in order to save the generation that is to come. Because we can never live like a slave and colonize people in our own country, own land. Inkinga yethu akusaseya belungu. Inkinga yomuntu omnyama umuntu omnyama. Inkinga yomuntu omnyama umuntu omnyama because njengoba sasho they keep implementing and enforcing umthetho of the colonizer. Whilst they know very well ukuthi lo mthetho sayushaya umthetho owaza la ne colonizer. So therefore we need to be defiant in everything that we do, so that sikhona ukupusha the struggle. We can never push the struggle without the action. We've got to do some action so that ikubonakale ukuthi naba bantu who are not fighting for politics or religious positions, but they are fighting for the liberation of umuntu omnyama. We were given a lie in 94 which is free. All our leaders are talking about us being free. We are not free. We can never be free. Asina full control of our land. Umthetho womlungu kumele siwudefy as much as we defied umthetho womlungu during apartheid. Now isikhathi sokuthi sidefy the constitution, because in a constitution that is responsible for our misery. Constitution ubutsotsi angithi niyakhumbula ba form a Republic of South Africa, then they create a constitution to defend this white theft. Then umuntu ke omnyama because usepositioning abe nesibindi sokutshela abanye abantu ukuthi I cannot allow you to do that. Why? Because it's in the constitution. Umuntu omnyama who's quoting that to you mntomnyama bese kuyazibuza ukuthi ngoba iningi lalabantu most of them bagqoka amajazi, they are doctors, they are philosophers, they are all of this, but that is all Western philosophy. It has nothing to do with us. You can't come la uzosibrekela ukuthi wena unama degree ayi-20 but awumazi u-immortal. Useless. Awumazi ushikhathathiyo. Useless. Because that is a slave education that is supposed to keep umlungu in this position of privilege. That's why we go to school for. Some of us. Our ambition is not to create things for ourselves, but to go and work and be a slave. Neo-slavery. We are actually voluntarily, that ourselves. I know, BSc. I know lapha yinda mabhunda lawyer, Weber Vincent. Labo bazomnikeza iposition. As a lawyer, remember, you are also guilty as charged because you go and practice law without challenging the constitution. You know very well what the constitution umtsotsi, but when you go and represent the white person in court against us, umlungu is refusing nomhlaba wethu, then appoints you as a black advocate or lawyer to say, lezayimfene lapha sihlele endaweni yami, then usithumela ngani ngama-red ends. Who owns the company yama-red ends? Umlungu again. So we need to intensify, augment the struggle set, so that wherever injustice ibakhona, we've got to fight, so that sizikhandele injustice ourselves, because nobody is going to khona lehubolela abantu hubayo siyafa obaba basonto amakhanda, obaba bethu bonke lapha eParliament basonto amakhanda bonke. What good can come from that parliament in terms of their thinking and socialization? Yebona, proximity to a white person, that is a privilege. Saying you drive a Bentley because you find a Merve umhlephulela shares at the stock exchange, and the mega hlephulela shares, market was going up, so therefore gain it is. Right? So that's all we want. You forget, Uguti, his struggle was about liberating the land and getting our economy back. Right? So his struggle was about that. The land and the economy. Not to proximity to Mlungu. You can't live for, a privilege. You can't live for a privilege and you can't aspire to Kibelabo Bentley RR whilst we are in this condition as the majority of black people. It means Umlungu ukushintshile because it's an adopted culture ukuthi ngafili for umuntu omnyama. Before kufika labelungu, how bengeke ngilale ngazi ukuthi uSpanman uvela endaweni eso akanandawo yokuhlala. That will touch me. So that ngenze ubuntu kulo muntu lo. But now abelungu have twisted us completely. And the best calendar, when you misalign us in terms of the natural flow of the southern hemisphere, you've killed us. We are now your ships. Young King don't show you we agree. Which is why for us to uproot this colonial mindset or the residue, we need to realign with the proper energy. Once you've realigned, you are no longer capable to be a slave. Because you know yourself at a deeper level, at an atomic level. You understand yourself. It's impossible for you to be a slave. After you've done that, and a lot of people look at the calendar, which no, it's just an ornament, we leave the calendar. That is why we are always, fighting for that resonance between izulu nomhlaba. Unothi meke guqa ngamele ngiguqa ngoba unothi uguqile. Angeke ngithi unothi uguqile mina ngibe ngenyawo. It means ukuthi there's misalignment that signify. Ilapho makhwela. It's all about that. Okhokho bethu, that's all they labored for. To perpetually create a resonance between Zulu and Mhlanga. That is why they were so creative. Nobody can match our ancestors. Not as Kafigi. Sisakhulwa nje udecoder. Why pyramids exist? Why did our ancestors build a pyramid? Basically, majority I know Amatuna. Hey, Tunagafar. And the Pharaoh law who has enslaved Abantwana Babankulungu. Hey, Bashojala. Mobachela Vele, Maukulumanga Egypt. This is not our name, Egypt. Ikamalama Greek. So when you are saying abantu base Egypt bagqilaza abantwana bakaNkulunkulu awusho thini? You are not referring to us because thina sazilanda kuyiKemet, northern Kemet, and nothing else. And the Latina, we are on the southern Kemet, and the kula yonke into, the origins are here. Baloko bakutshela ngabo Ethiopia, kukhona ama-Ethiopians who were arrogant in one of the conferences we had. They want to push us to the date of the 11th of September. So ngiyabuza ukuthi, how was it calculated? Oh no, based on the birth of Jesus. You failed already. Hey, you can't then have an argument with us when we are informed by science. When science says, when is the spring equinox? It's on the 22nd of September. This is when the energies, earth energies, are at equilibrium. That is the day which is supported by science. So Manjege, Yungako City, we are all alone in this journey. You are light of the continent. Yingako, you must never drop the ball. Because the day you drop the ball, you are not only affecting yourself, but you are affecting the rest of the continent. Utiwa, the light is going to come from here in the south. Africa will be liberated by African people who are conscious about the laws that govern the universe. Those are the people, and the Uzwage, when you look at our prophecies and the predictions, they say, there are those souls and spirits that will be born. There are 144,000 of them internationally who are supposed to liberate the rest of the continent. That is supposed to liberate millions of people that are lost. So we must be accounted, as amongst those people. Because it's in Lendo it doesn't pay anybody. All we labor for is Ilomoya. Ugutumoya we Africa uhlale kahle. Let there be harmony between what is physical and what is spiritual. Because once there's that harmony, then a magic happens. Hey, if you've managed to deal with the internal conflict, there's no longer conflict. You experience magic. And for always vibrating high choose that a high vibrational frequency. Baneng abantu who are vibrating very low. Uyababona la kukhona abanye imidlwembesele kulama-group ethu okumele siyikhiphe one by one. Select this mistake nje sikhubeka. Those are people who are vibrating very low. What we do, we ignore them and maintain a high vibrational frequency because singabantu thina aba believer in heka, natural magic. You're not supposed to be struggling for anything. Ukhuluma nje nomoya, you balance, you create harmony within, then things happen. So sinjalo ke makhe. Ingakho ngithi I need to emphasize the point ukuthi nobody is going to liberate us. Nobody is going to liberate this land except us. Ukuthi sibaphahlele labantu so that kancane. Look at at the beginning of the year. Besikhuluma nje lento le in terms of the destruction. They need to destroy the republics on the continent. Besikhuluma nje as a joke. There it's happening in West Africa. Yi-revolution yangempela ke le. Into nje that needs to be done, of which I'm trying to get abantu so that isixhumane nalabantu. You cannot rebuild Africa usahamba ngendlela yomlungu. Because whatever concept you have of a black republic, it won't work. You need to call amakhosi namakhosikazi, bring them on board so that when we move forward, we plan together. Futhi ama politicians should be ready to be demoted. Lapho kune president khona kuhlala inkosi. Angithi amakhosi yiwo, even mawubona umlando ANC. There were two structures. Structures amakhosi and the implementers of the vision yamakhosi. This is how our ancestors, thought about how to harmonize so that you don't emerge after ulwile for almost 100 years. Kanti ulwele union building. 100 years history. Ulokhu kulwa. Wabongasho ke after 3 years uqeda ukulwa. Ukuthi mina ngifuna nje union building. Give me union building in parliament. I'm fine. You should have said that. Abantu abaningi wouldn't have died. A lot of people have died for what? Fuck all. There's no land bank, there's no economy. Now you can't then be talking about everybody, amongst these politicians, they are talking about being free. And all of them are talking about protecting the constitution. Even those that we thought to go to, they lean on the other side. But when it comes to the constitution, they would rather, compromise their principles, but they still maintain, the justness of the constitution. And the Tina, majority abantu, we know, ukuthi ukulimala kwethu kuqale kule constitution. Ukulimala kwethu kuqale kule constitution. Therefore, Makesha, it's something balance it up. Therefore, it's something there okumele sibukisise. And question and go and liberate our sacred spaces. Our sacred spaces shouldn't be ruled by a colonial law. A colonial law says our sacred space is a nature reserve. And the historical fact says that was a place of initiation. How then do you solve the impasse? Ngoba a colonized government employee is quoting you that law. And the manje, how then do you enlighten them when they are not even ready. Because most of the people in government are Christians. When you talk to them about the electromagnetic field of Earth, this is where we bathe ourselves. No September. Abakuzwa. Ngoba ukhuluma ngoJesu. La government ukuze anything yenzeke. Mele ufake le ndoda. Mombona politician hallelujah. Izinto zizothaba. Kanti mawuzamtshela ngo-asa hayibo. Yini leso sport? Yini lelo demon? A politician that is ignorant of their science. Babona mhlambe ungene ofisini ufake the eye of Heru.
Illuminati.
You're finished. Ayikho very control. Ngoba automatically sebebheke kwelinye ikhona ukuthi wena yilabo abantu ababatshela ngabo ukuthi it's the wind up thing. That's what they say. But yeah, Pepe the chair. That's Johnny Pepe who's in there. And then about to lava don't even bother to research. Our ancient texts are much older than the Bible. Much older. That's the Bible. They plagiarized some of the information there to then go and create a phone call. So that, they can use that social control. That's what the religion was brought here for. For social control, so that that evil was a Belgium. Hey. No one who goes and kill a man. Let's say to my missionaries. Article missionaries. Don't tell them about the creator they know. Hey. Ubachele njalo ukuthi hayi ningabangeni ngaleyo ndlela izani ngokuqili niba convince ukuthi umlungu uyi-creator urepresenta i-creator. Yes. So that when you see a white person you are seeing the creator, and that was a well implemented strategy all over the continent. Ihlazo lithi Africa yonke almost 90% of Africans are Christians. Imagine again if Tina were depending on the physical strength to go and convert a band, how much work we would have. How many people in 90%? It's a whole lot of people. Yingakho sibaphahlele. Bayiphumele bona. Kuvuke idlozi lakho umuntu. Ithi hey wena, awuhlukani nalomphethe wakho. Ngibona ngena like shit. Umoya usebenza kanjani? Remember, when you are communicating nomoya, kahle thina as African people, the 9 ether beings, our words speak life. Yes, into existence. Yingakho sometimes ungakwatisa umuntu ongamazi. It's very dangerous. Ngoba umazi lo muntu. Ukuthi manje yena make keeper. Remember ukuthi kunalento lenye Schemic City, the process of becoming. Kepera. Manje belungu bathi cymatics. Meaning ukuthi vibrational frequency that is from your voice is able to shape matter. So those are things that we need to be wary. Especially umuntu ombona ngathi bhali. Umshange mpama sorry. Ah, usenkingeni ndaba. Ngene ndubeni lo muntu loyo. Ah, finish now. Pelile. Hey, so manje ke thina awayethu leyo mukhe. Yazi umuntu who's been with us ever since yaqala. Yonke imiphahlo yethu has been realized. And they continue to be realized because we do this thing, consistently every Sunday. Every Sunday we are creating life. We are creating a future. We are projecting. Mesiloko sihubala. Tina sizwe. Hey, and the mesiloko sisho vele ukuthi spiritual emizwembe sakhe nayo. Hey, yikho ngithi our enemy is a black person now. Everybody that is against the progress of the collective. I know mele ngibanyathela. Mele kube yimi la ngivela ngabo Valentino. Ubona umuntu afaka iValentino from ekhanda ngiyaphila. I know. Where's wisdom la? Lo muntu lo unemali uthenga ama Ferrari. Different colors but same car. If he was same color, every season is a color. So now we'll puma the color every season. You give a colonized mind money. Uzobona imhlolo zoyenza. Abanye baze bafe. Ile mali abatholi bangakhi phela bathola laphi lothu umuntu ayiginqa ngemoto akwazi nokudrive lo muntu ahambe yolanda iVR6 iyabaleka la imfane ebondweni ungabi wise. You need to be wise and imali ingacontrol. You must know ukuthi imali is focused. Imali paper eline ink. Into that is valuable. Ilo moya wakho. Once you have harmony ngaphakathi. This is what you need to strive for. Harmony. So that ushala always when you experience a magic. Why? Because there's a resonance between Izulu nomhlaba. Without that, how the local to your Lord. Who's a game very shy? Uthini? Kelani kwenzani? Ngithatha utshani nje lapha phansi. Mawufika ukhale nto. Yenzakala uqaba ukuthi yini kanti it's your own magic. Mawulokhu ugaya. You are invoking your own magic. Bese ke mawusebenzisa le. Mina ngithathe nje ordinary grass. Athi uyabhlupha lo. Ngayithatha le. Ngokufuna perform ama miracles akawa. Hapo. Ngizaya uthi ngumdiscourage. Ngiyelapha. Engathi ngikunje utshani. Thatha utshani ukani nginikeza ama instruction. Puma now no. Hey, you believe this thing is going to happen. And it doesn't happen. It's not because of Loja. Yeah, by your own belief. Let us put them high on it. The process of becoming cymatics. Uguti, let us fisa remember Guti Market. Umoya is independent of this body. In terms of expressing, we are kuluma ungaphimiselanga. Umphathuthi, ngenze ngikhona ukukhuluma without ukuphimisela. It means ukuthi nayo into oyikhuluma ngaphakathi, it does the effect ye-cymatics. Ungakhulumanga ulokhu ukhuluma ngaphakathi kuthiwa isifiso, just the wish activates those magical principles so that bame nawe yenzakale lento oyifunayo. So lapho makhe ipower yethu la, we must never be fooled ukuthi we are going to liberate ourselves politically. Ungathi ke mase sinyawukile kuma bantu labathi GK asiyenzeni party. Nonibobela. Akuna politiki la makhe. Kahle kahle silwela ukuthi politiki must die.
Yes.
This is what benefits from this division. No. Umlungu uhlala le ukupha korupela. Usestellenbosch. Kepha ufanda wonke ama-political parties. One man. Through i-proxy yakhe lapha ufanda laba, i-proxy yabo lapha ufanda laba. So nama-politicians wonke, they think ukuthi they have a better philosophy. You have no better philosophy to liberate umuntu omnyama. You can never try and liberate a black person within the confines of a Western system. You can never do that. You can never do that. It will be impossible. Kumele siphume. Ungalokho kuzoba integration, social cohesion. Nonsense ayikhonga leyo nto leyo. We are supposed ukuthi kube ne black social cohesion. Once there can be a black social cohesion, then sesingabuka ke ingane zethu ukuthi hayi thina sesihlangene, we are one thing. How do we accommodate le ngane? Futhi mezingafuni umkhukhu elokishini, futhi kahle manje sibakhiphe vele sentini. Sibafake sibakhombe ngeibhamu bazongena la. Le mikhukhu yonke le singayidilizi. Ngoba there's going to be a need. So we drive people. These people that must be driven in these houses so that they feel what we've been feeling all along. And the Bugan market, let the Idomele Zagale, Asidomele, Siko. It doesn't matter how we move forward in terms of suffer because of Lobuntu. Sathi mesibona leyilwane zingafani nathi. Sathi ngoba yindalo kaNkulunkulu, yindalo kaMdali. Hayi siyaba accept. Benzeni? Basijikela ngaphakathi njengotshwala. Basivukela. Sagcina manje sesingasena lutho. So ngazomtshela la ukuthi hayi no abantu abamnyama sinobuntu. Ubuntu mina semubekele side nangisafuna ungitshele futhi ngobuntu ngoba ngisempini. Ngisempini ubukhela. Ulobe chase group. Ambize. Sisempini makhetla yingakho mina. Izolo bengicela indlovukazi la ngibuza amahubo esisuthu otswana empi. Amahubo kumele siwahube on a daily basis because that is creating, imagine in the spiritual world so that kukhululeke. La kumele kukhululeke khona. So that all the time sinaloko sicula hey, flowers, hey, roses. I'm not feeling flowers. We're not there yet. Hey, since here's summer flower. Oza, khetha, oza. Angikwazi ukuqhubeka ungakahub nehub. Ayihlombe, oza. Yini ke? Hawu mashaya nje bazozalisa ngoza qala. Yeah. From ugesi, from umoya. Indlela iyavuleka. Asimsabi umlungu. Asithi asabi usathana. Umlungu usathana, umpela, uqobo lwakhe. Remember, Gucci, our ancestors hear us through our emotions. A best implementation, manifestation strategy is to then connect the heart to the mind. The mind and heart must be in sync. What you feel here has a better chance of manifesting. Like a mobona picture lendo ifunayo, but without the necessary emotions, that will never manifest. Akumelanga nje kube ipicture, kumele kube ipicture ihambe nama emotions. And there are my emotions that are not expensive. You just feel. How would you feel after you receive? Once you are in possession of that thing, how would you feel at that time? You just invoke that emotion consistently until your thing manifests. So, Okokobe, to hear us through our emotions. Remember, Gucci Gunele and those. Guys, is a Gucci emotional chart. Emotional chart stipulates all emotions that give you a higher vibrational frequency. The highest vibrational frequency is that of enlightenment. It's the highest. So enlightenment is the key, because enlightenment unlocks your mind and frees yourself from mental slavery, of which most of our people still suffer from mental slavery. There's a lot of trauma amongst our people. And the only way you can be healed is through a calendar. A calendar is therapy on its own. Because once you discover yourself, there's no joy that will amount, to that happiness. Especially when you finally find yourself, find your vibrational frequency, because that is what separates all of us. It's our unique vibrational frequency. And the other day, uyangibuza-ke izolo ukiba ukuthi manje ngathi bafuna ukufoma something as a group, azi noma bafuna ukutshala noma bafuna ukwenzani. Ngithi boy, these efforts have been tried, and most of the people hide behind groups. Like GK sifuna wena, you need to confront yourself and find yourself and find your vibrational frequency. And find your vibrational frequency so that you are able to produce, as an individual, either a product or a service. Don't hide behind the group. The group is a delay. Who doesn't have the passion for what you have? They won't find it in themselves to be active in doing whatever you're supposed to be doing. So please, now September, Makesh. September inyanga yokulontsha izinto. Ziprepariwe la esigodlweni, and some of us are preparing either a service or a product to be launched in September. This is how we should measure ourselves, measure our lives. Ukuthi masibuye njalo wena ulonjani as an individual ungamtsheli ngegroup. Hayi GK community ifuna ukwenza lokho. Hayi sebenze lona. Sifuna wena so that we are able ukuthi we must be sure ukuthi idlozi lakho is finding full expression la kuwena. Ngoba that's what you do. When you live by your talent, you are giving idlozi lakho full expression. Idlozi lakho nje icarpenter. Lifuna ukushaya ama-furniture amnandi. Wena usesibhedlela. Korobhana. Ama-floor esesibhedlela. Yebona ukuthi i-alignment kuphi makhaya. That's why izinto zethu zingaphumeleli. Even when we claim to be succeeding, we are not. Because yes, physically, we are totally mad. But emotionally, what happens to you? Hey, you are frustrated. Hi, it's a tall order. Maybe push. Hey, now we will about lava. Ulinzenje 5-2. 5-2 espanini wena so uyahamba lapha ku local room. Yokhipha izinto zakho because seyishayile. Those are people who are not driven by their own passions. The passion yakho makes you work until you fall saying ulale 2 hours uvuke une energy because you are excited about what you are doing. Hey, nobody can akekho umuntu who can replace that joy, especially when you see something. Ngoba naye enyini abantu basithola isambulelo, divine inspiration comes down to them, but they don't act. Umuntu athi they stole my idea. Idlozivele libonile ukuthi useless. They give it to someone else. That's my idea. Very dry. But you never acted upon it. Hey, so that's why I remember Guti Tina, makeup here is made up of ukta. Nisakumbula ukta. The conversion. Yeah? A energy at rest becomes kinetic energy in motion. It means Uguti, we must never find ourselves stagnant. Hey, that you know, it's either you're conscientizing about your product or service. What are in jail? We're stagnant. It's not in our nature to be stagnant. That's why I'm Hey, frustration. You can't blame them. The frustration of realizing irreality of life. Again, I scale. And the system is requiring a certificate from me for me to be able to be economically active. So therefore, I'm automatically rejected by the system. Any frustration instead of building my own talent, because I not talent. All of us is something. So that you are free. We are never a slave of anybody. The future of Africa must be led by people who are dependent of being sustained by other people. We are creating a market for everybody. Imagine if Wakumdomyama were to make a commitment. But I will never buy a product or service which is outside my race. What will happen to all of us? We become instant millionaires and billionaires. 40 million of people. If a man were to start to pay car, and the song that says unite, which is why, Kokobati, you can't move onto the economic program. Ningaga establish unity. You need to unite yourself because that unlocks everything. Mercy United says we are a collective of more than 40 million people. That's a huge buying power. We can change, you know, the economic situation of the continent, because the Africa is in the theater. And the Africa is in the Umlungu, because Umlungu has been to Africa several times, but they go there to raid the minerals and resources of those people. Tina mele siye lapha ngobuntu. Angisesiyimpunyela. We are all billionaires. Hayi funa billionaires lokuyakama. Hayibo. Hey. Sonke we're billionaires, we are saying okay fine. The factory le esitholi technology yakhona entsha. We've mastered everything, all systems are set. Sithi hayi manje sesiyisa kuphi? Zimbabwe. Hayi sesiyisa kuphi? eLesotho. Hayi sesiyisa kuphi? eNigeria. This is how we are going to unite as a people. Hayi zonke le structure bakutshela ngazo. I have a better philosophy. EFF, PAC, Nkata. Hey, those are philosophies that will never unite us. But our collective effort. How many of our greater leaders and the artists spoke about this? Miriam, until the death, unite us, don't divide us. Huh? So, manje, all that unity has always been elusive. It shouldn't have been coming from. Because he failed. He failed ukuthi makathola the so-called independence alanda makhosi. And say, oh no, nyazi ubukhosi yini. This thing belongs to you. Oh no, he was convinced by the people who educated him. Angithekebula neSussex obeyefunda. Basi komela ngalamavasiti akwabelungu. Huh? How or whatever. Yes. Unkwame Nkrum. What you kuphi? It's a US. Abantu who were training him, remember Uti, they were training you to be a perfect slave that only takes orders. Which is why even their education system is like that. They don't train you for you to be creative. They train you so that you are able to read instruction from a book and implement accordingly. Okoko Betu is not like that. Okoko Betu monitored us. Sisaku. Utiwe, hey, wenganele itanda no. Then they will nurture that thing. So that by the time you reach 15, you are a master in who you are. And the kubona ngani product ne service ozoyiproduce. Uthi hayi lo muntu into yakhe. Yazi umuntu into yakhe mayimfanela. Now usuke ube nomona. Hayi manje yamfanela. Into yakhe. Abantu abanjalo kumele sibayeke. Siba encourage and sigqugquzele uthando amongst ourselves. It's an adopted culture. It's an adopted culture for us to hate each other. Asiyazi thina leyo. Thina we are one family. Being given birth by indlovukazi eyodwa. That all of us share that mitochondria yakhe. From la futhi, hayi kuphi. So we are one thing abanye abanye se bagcina base Nigeria, abanye bagcina bakuphi. Kepha umsusa, the beginning, the Zeptepi, it's the south. Hey, the science says that, not us. Ama scientific artifacts confirm exactly ukuthi umnyombo womuntu is the southern part of Kemet. Futele kama le South Africa mele sildrapeni. Uvusa lephi idlozi Mount South Africa. Uvusa idlozi lapha lo. Vele ngoba yibo who named this country, South Africa. Nathi siyangena sesisaba nokususa amagama abo ney'ntethu zabo under the falseness ye-reconciliation. Reconcilani netsotsi. Ungitshontshela ikari ngiyabhaka esitradeni kumele ngireconcile nawe. Negotiate ukuthi awungikha ikari yami. Kumele ngikushaye ndoda. Ungaphindi uyenze leyo nto leyo. Ngoba uDothi le nto yenza unegotiate netsotsi. Yiba labantu abasidelelisa ngalabelungu. Umlungu arrogant today because of our politicians. If our politicians, they were not bancenga belungu ngabe si free man. And umlungu would respect umuntu omnyama. Kumanje nje iya any town. La hamba eBloemfontein. Free State. Angithi homeland yakho. Hamba la uthola bodade ukuthi baphila kanjani. Nasempomvu. Lapha emaplazini. I-apartheid is rife. Abantu bayazi freedom. Why? Because of politicians. Uhlala kanjani with the politicians, the parliament? Why are you including foreigners in your own governing system? Huh? Umjuda le Israel ngeke include uvenda man. Ukalibona ivenda le parliament yase-Israel. Manje why mele kube yithi? Asiwonke kena ngitsosi. Kena ngitsosi. Le country le uzwe ndamakhaya. Africa has never been independent in terms of thought and implementation. It has always been influenced. There's got to be a time la sithi asifune China, asifune India, asifune mlungu, asifune fuck. We take decisions ourselves about how we move forward as a collective. Hayi lento lenjalo. Ubuke wonke ama-leaders base-South Africa. All of them. Abodala, iJuda nomNdiya la. Manje amtshela. Mo-advisor labantu ababili laba. Uzophelelaphi umuntu? Akuyindawo. That is why namhlanje sikhona ukuthi sikhulume ngabo ngale ndlela because they disappointed us. Remember in 94 we put our faith in our leaders. Sinokusitotoya lapha. Sifani balukile. Kuphila. Hayi basivalele kodesa. Kavala noKhrisana zangibameli bani. Imeeting ka10. Kanti bona bayihlale ngo6 ekseni. UKhrisana uyavuka uthi madoda manje bathi sesisayidile. Manje yini into uzwani ke la makhaya mina ngiyengathi last week. Majority of African people mayingavuka la emakhaya. We are not bound by the bilaterals these politicians sign. Because they signed those bilaterals based on the Republic of South Africa, which is crime, which is theft. So I spam lutho nje leyo nto leyo. The day vele sisukile. Siyakhona ukubaxosha kahle. Bathi hayi manje ama-bilateral nta. Nosayine nabantu abarong. Yithi abanikazi bomhlaba. And our royal structure. Both were not there. Uke wezwa ukuthi boku-invite amajita nje la Orlando. Ukuthi aye eCodesa. Ayomamela nje ukuthi labantu bathini. You will never see invitation. Why? Because benze ubutsotsi. Benze ubutsotsi bazobuya la bazosikhohlisa. Fana lento kaKhrisana. abuse and violation yethu. They plot to kill our leader. Then they take the best of us to come us down. But Madiba Bonde. Utabanda. Bangasibulali. Na utata weza ngokusebusufuthi. Namba. Sasisempumalanga sinomgidi lapha. Hawu utata senese TV. Mesithi kumanisi lengam zibulala uKhrizani. Ha? And isikhathi lapho bokumele siqorobhe siqede ngabo. Because igazi lomuntu omnyama belibila. Beza labantu phambili. Reconciliation. Kwenzakaleni after the reconciliation thing. Ukambona umlungu ayithoba. Akhipha $1 billion from a sentence. I don't know. Ngicela lestrategy sonke. Ngisakhelizini. Instead, arrogance shut up. Immediately when Abotata spoke about reconciliation, arrogance yomlungu shut up. So, enye into esiyaziyo ukuthi umlungu ngakashintshe. Le evilness, it's in their DNA. Remember the person Obakanda. Yamkumbulu Yakub. Yakub had only one objective. I want to create the most evil race on earth. Wabafaka nama DNA, one impele, yonke lento. Wahlanganisa uYakub. So you can never transform umlungu. Umlungu uyinto ayiyo. Niye kanjalo. Because you will never change umlungu. Sikhule nathi sinipra. Siyipra zethu zabelungu. Abanye nje mina ngabayeka nje. Ube ngibona iTV but hawu lo muntu ukhuluma kanje. Ngathi besidla na champagne na I became conscious ukuthi ngubani. And I became clear in terms of a vision that I must follow. I can't be following nama champagne, nama oyster. Uya la, umehluko kuphi makidli oyster? Noma ngidle ikhabishi namazambane. Awubhalwanga la ukuthi wena nama oyster. Siyafana sonke. Siyafana sonke besisuthi mina benidle lokho engikudlile ko 15 rand. Kwangisuthisa. Engizothola ukuthi the most simplest of ilentuza imenu yakho yilokho kudlile. Awuhlupheki. Mina yazi ngitshela ibhasi. Ever since isiqale ukulentuza actually a week after. Angisazi. Ngiphila umoya kamveli nqo. Imini nje lonke ngilithi lokho ngishaya nje amanzi, ama-herbs, namalentuza, nama-smoothie. The whole day. Into nje solid kakhulu angisayazi. Uma ngithi no ngizwa mesiqala ngizwa ukuthi no ngathi ngiyalamba ngilanda ama-mushroom ngilanda spinach. Ngiyayenza lapho ngiyadla I'm fine. And then I could not big a portion. Kancane, this is how we are going to heal ourselves. Because that's healing. What we've been eating is poison. Ama-GMOs, ama-metals in your body. Angakanani. Bakushaya ngamanzi, bakushaya ngokudla. Bakushaya nge-toothpaste. Awutabla. Ngeke kumesa la. Uyazi definitely la. Uzotholakala. Yingakho kawarishi mesibatshela ukuthi we are 9 ether beings. Because they know ukuthi they have corrupted some of us. Just ngokudla. Just food. So ukudla okusimple yikho. More fruits. I find it good. It's more beneficial, to eat more fruits. The whole day. Lento ukuthi I know indoda yomzulu ifuna impapa nenyama. Ayisebenzi leyo nto leyo. Ayisebenzi when we are now looking at i-health yakho. Nathi sikhule ngenyama futhi ekhaya eBergville. Hayi, kuphela amazinyo akho. Shokuthi from ekuseni kuze ntambama inyama waya. Uzuyisuthe nawe mobuye eBergville ukuthi hayi ngisafuna inyama. But manje inyama iyasilimaza. Especially le inkomo zika Bill Gates. Bill Gates is now creating a chicken in a lab. They design ukudla in a lab. Manje uyabona ukuthi siyafa. And Bill Gates nabo Oprah, they are buying land all over the US so that they are able to control the market. Ukuthi what is grown. Huh? Ngizoba hey. Yazi ihlungu lento. I don't know how true abantu benza science mhlawumbe they can confirm lento ye laser beam.
Yeah.
Huh? Ikhona vele. Inkinga leyo. Thina besinayo that technology because we knew how to harness the energy of the sun. And Tesla proved what your ancestors were doing. It was a high technical stuff. Tesla proved physically how to harness the energy of the sun and how to use that energy as a weapon. Kepatina, we didn't develop it further because asina bunja. We don't have the DNA of being evil. If we had the DNA, akakumuntu la emhlabeni ngabe uyaphila. If ngabe besifana nabelungu, okhokho bethu ngabe bashaya wonke umuntu. Umuntu abambona ukuthi uhlukile nathi. Manje sikho njalo ngoba yingakho nabelungu angeke sibazona. Ngoba abelungu ingane kithi. We won't hate them. Kepha sifuna ukubafaka emqayeni. Because yibo abadukise the whole world. The whole world nje lilahlekile umlungu. What happens to a child head at home? Huh? How do you allow when as a parent? Phela umuntu omnyama as a parent, how do you allow to be ruled by your child for this long? Huh? Abantu balokho bathi no thina sinomuntu okumaphisa isibhamu. Umlungu amshaya afu umuntu. Nalomuntu wakhe manje uyabona ukuthi lezo zinto zizoyenzakala natural because of icycle esikuyo. Remember ukuthi ilenduza revolution of serious. But it takes about 2000 the great year. Silapho man. Meaning ukuthi lokho kwavaleka when we colonized because that is indicative of colonization nokuvaleka kwesango lomoya kithi. Ukuthi manje sifike in that cycle ukuthi umlungu uye ozotake over and uzotake over nge-phone call. Yonke into ayenzayo it won't be natural. What is artificial intelligence? Lesi sijabulela kangaka. Yini artificial intelligence? Okhokho bethu were not there. Besikhuluma telepathically. Thina eMars nakulenduza a serious star. We went there. We went there and explored everything. We came back and talked. Amkuluma manga, the Dogon people have so much knowledge, about the Sirius star system. Those black people, bana low knowledge, and the Abanama telescope. How do you explain that? Ukepler Indwana Bubo comes much later. Using a telescope, we have discovered, the Sirius star system in Kanyezezingana. The Dogon people had already written it. So thina singabantu bomoya asiyekeni ukuzehlisa amandla ethu silokho sihesha inyama. Hayi mina ngiboss ngokwazi akuthi lapho kombe physical. Thina siko lapho thina we must be strong on the spiritual. Umuntu meke kubheka ngizobathi ulento uzangazi ubani lenkosi noma usobhuza yathi meyibuka iqueen wehlikazi uyathola leyo ipower yomuntu omnyama usobhuza uqueen efikile la welcome hayi bathi bebhekana ngamehlo athi power power yakhe he was exuding, you know, at the time. So manje lezo itori asiyitori ukuthi those are just fictional stories. Ziyiqiniso. Why? Because isikhathi bese right for those things to happen. Manje ke lelo sango liyavuleka manje. That is why we are so conscious. A lot of us. Umuntu omnyama internationally uhatfall sonke sikhathele babahlasela le eAmerica babahlasela eUK thina la sifuna ukuba yibrother kanjani ngizwa iFrance threatening ukuthi no they are going to expel ama-artists ase-Africa as a retaliation to Niger. Beautiful. Vele bafunane eEurope labantu. iFrance winning ngama-player ase-Africa. Hey, France bakoshe so that babuye ekhaya. We must come back and build our continent. Hey, Africa yonke kahle kahle mele sivule amabhoda. Wonke umuntu omnyama has a right to get land on the continent. As long as umnyama uBob Marley washed you. As long as you are a black man, you are an African. Therefore, this is your continent. Mele sibuyeni sonke to start rebuilding. And then ibuye Africa without the activation from us. Because we are directing a future. Ukuthi future is supposed to be like this. Akumelanga sibuswe ngabantu abazosibusa ngenyama. I-ego. Umuntu athi hayi no. Namhlanje njengoba ngumtsengisi ngicela ukuthi makufika uNovember nibize lo nyanga ngegama lami. Hey, we are so true and honest to nature. Everything, our names in the calendar, they are based on what is prevalent in the environment. Not because of a political thing. Uhleli lapha ulentuza usibanibani uyadecide nje ukuthi hayi namhlanje lenyanga sizoyikhatha short. Yes, but lenyanga izoba na 14 days. Uyathola leyo nto. Hey, ama decisions abo so that they misalign abantu babo, but madala side iPope bows down to a black Madonna. Hey, mega fika madala side. Hey, uyaguqa ku black Madonna. But la in public uyakunyanya. Akafuni ukuqhawula. You understand? I-racism ingakho ngithi if in the highest level ye-Christianity kunale racism yalamapope. Remember ukuthi the declaration of a discovery, document of discovery, signed by Pope. Ichala bonke labantu were coming to Africa. Kuti whatever oyitholayo, if those people are not Christians, kill them. Washo njalo, hey, it's there, it's signed by the Pope. Manje ke ubuphu bungcwele lapho.
Abukho.
Hayi mina Christian.
Forgive and forget.
Hey, without Jesus. Ayikho into ezoyenzeka. Bathi mvana. Thina we are not lambs, we are goats. Simple thina. Right, okay. Congratulations, your answers. Thokoza.
Thokoza ngithanda ngithi nje
Angicela ukukuthula. Ukhehla. Abanye babantu who are selfless in terms of working for pleasure. He's been in the struggle for years. Huh? And doing quietly. You know, whatever skill has to life, who dedicate his cancer to educating the black child. You understand? These are some heroes who will never be put on platforms with you and a bunch. Ayisho ukuthi yenzakale kabili. Isho ukuthi yenzakale kabili wena kahla naseswazini it happened. Mina I know that story from reliable people eSwazini. Ngangitshelwa remember ukuthi thina nalapha eScotland eSwazini one family. ISwazini indlu encane yasekhaya. The greater house isebhedini amangwane. So laba basala lapha indlu encane. Kepha one family. Kepha bona they've cut the umbilical cord. Abafuna ukuzwa nix na. And uzwa isikhondo sokuqala eSwazini kuthiwa kuka ngwane. Isikhondo sokuqala eSwazini saqalwa ungwane. Before kungena bomswati abasobhuza yonke le inkosi yokuqala eSwazini ungwane. Manje uyabona abantu abasathunjiwe asinankinga nabo ngoba igazi ngeke manje angisaseyena uhlongwane ngoba ngila ngathi decide ukuzama ilento leyo ukuthi once ungena that is why it's very dangerous lento abayenza okhokho bethu to be British shokuthi they were British protectorates. British protectorates. Meaning ukuthi wena uyavuma ukuthi iBritain yiyo ezongiprotect. And to a point ukuthi lawo makhosi or some of them abused that. Bathathi ibhamu from ebalungwini bahlasela amanye amakhosi who wanted bebefuna ukubakhonkara. So this is what messed up our history. Isibhamu nomlungu namakhosi. Amakhosi who sold us out to slavery. Yingakho ukuthi there's a lot of cleanup that needs to happen. Because we can't rebuild the Africa ngamanga. If wena mina ngenza something, ngakhipha somebody lisho, mele ningikhiphe vele mkhulu. Sondela la. Na into wayenza. And the lento le kumele uyishwelezele wena. Yingakho ngithi if iphutha lenziwe umkhulu wami eBakefield, mina ngisanalelo qala. I'm not free from leso lelo qala. So yonke inzalo yasekhaya iphethwe ilelo fa. It means ukuthi kumele silsolve thina self. Yingakho sithi it doesn't matter ukuthi inkosi le be-enslave kodaki seyishonile. Angithi unabazukulu. Eyiqala lwena ba. Liwena kubazukulu. Abazukulu yibo who are supposed ukuthi baxolisele lamakhehla asenza kabi. Angeke vele sibakho ukukhosi leyo nhlambululo ingakayenziwa. Otherwise sizobe senza fake. Kumele wonke amakhosi akhona axolise kumuntu omnyama. Ngoba somehow kwamosheka izinto. into yangenza ngifile ubuhlungu kakhulu mengizwa ukuthi bese kufana nebusiness yokuthengisa amathaya. Slavery became a business to some of our people. I know, how years past John, end of the month, then you start raiding the people. So that when Pastor John comes, unespamo, unemali, we have gunpowder. Then beseke uyaqala ke manje so uhlasela amakhosi. La ngathi a week. And hayi ukuthi abekho ba week. Abekho kule vibrational frequency yakho. When you vibrate low, bakubuka nje njengesilima ukuthi manje ungaye kumlungu le uzobulala mina. What are you going to benefit? Yingakho mina don't respect inkosi ebeyichawe ishaye ekhaya. Iba ichawe ngokuthi ushayisitha. Ungabi great la kuthiwa no lo muntu beke faka nomkhonto kepha ufaka kuba. Ufaka kuba lo mkhonto. Ungazomtshela mawufaka umkhonto la endlini then when you must be celebrated as a hero. You're not a hero, you're a coward. Ngoba ukuze sithi uyihero fana no ubani lo waselimpopo uSikhukhuni ke uSikhukhuni wenza kahle ubeyikulana uSikhukhuni ubeyikulana until baze bamcapture. This is how amakhosi angempela died. Hawu uzokuthi inkosi hayi iphethwe iflu yafaya. Inkosi beyifele empini ngoba iprotector isizwe sayo from the evilness of the colonizer. Hayi manje yonke lento esikhona le wako lentuza bani lo wase Eastern Cape bani konje makama or somebody but banengi belisuthu le abomantatise wena khehla indlovukazi ke leyo umantatise indlovukazi that said wafana no Queen Asante wa madoda zimbamba hayi mina ngiyathatha ikheli ngiyabangena lapha elungu yizo ke indlovukazi abonzinga abantu abathe hayi ukuthi ngifake isidwaba kepha ukuphatha umkhonto ngiyakwazi wangena unzinga wabajoja yingakho bangamfuni namhlanje. So let us die like that, my friend. Don't die on your knees begging umlungu ngenzile ifavor ngiphile uphilelani if you are going to be a slave. Not to bother once. So that you be free. Chokozani.
Mkhulu, can I leave suggestion? I don't know if it's possible or not. Most of the time, I don't know if some of us more schooling. So, Rishevella, go YouTube. So, maybe this time, any questions and engaging with us. I was thinking for this time, maybe we need to go behind the camera and get questions or things from Matuabashi, but wherever they are.
Go high.
Yeah, it's
yes, hey, no, they used to do it.
We do that.
No, sure. No, sizoyivuselela indlovukazi beziyenza kepha zayeka ngazwayo. Every Sunday bokuba nendlovukazi wa taking ama questions abantu mkhulu nangu sibani bani endaweni so. That is very important because it then exposes ukuthi lo ubuza se-Australia, lo ubuza kuphi, lo ubuza we are then able to determine footprint yethu. Siyakhasa kepha we are international. Chokoze.
Yeah, so we from the Bengicela nje ukubalance lana I always make sure I come with a question starts with ngicela ukubalansiswa when you sleep, which is the right or appropriate position of which in which ungalala when we face it regarding the energy flow and your blood circulation. Any question here, kwenye page. Sengicela just ukwazi ukuthi makuhanjwa kiwa enzalo 6 a.m. departure or 6 a.m. right?
Yeah.
So,
After 6.
Alright. So sengikhulumela nje ngathi esisuka
Izani la nizocampa day before.
Yeah. That's
So that abahlala kude beze balale la. So that ekuseni nje kuyalentuza kuyaphondwa then kuyahamba. Uzogeza kahle empuphumeni. Buka kahle. From experience, I'll tell you from experience. Ngilala ngaku-right. Ngoba ngiyahluleka ukulala ngaku-left. And when you check even scientifically, ukuthi you're not supposed to sleep on the side. The kiss. Remember ukuthi inhliziyo yiyo that is keeping us alive. Meaning ukuthi the pulse, the human frequency, that frequency of earth it resonates, it goes along, it syncs with your heart. So therefore, akumelanga kube ne-disturbance. But elala ngapha. Mawulala ngapha ngaku-right, ushaya. Kahle mina, mengizumela. Ngizumela kalula mengilale on the right.
Ngixole nje ukuphazamisa kakhulu. Sithi mhlawumbe ngibekanga kahle yonke yaphelela. Phele sengiphendulekile ku-right or left, and then now in terms of north, east, south, west.
Buka. Ikhanda lakho has got to face south. So then when you wake up, you are facing north. The never setting stars. Utonza amandla nje uvuka. Kunokuthi uma uvuka uvukele west. Position yabathi. Ungayenzi leyo. Ngoba i-west represents death. Kanti ilanga lishonela kuphi? You must never sleep facing that side. You must always ikhanda lakho mawulele lo kakai kube se-south. So that mawuvuka you are looking at the north. Thokoza.
Madam Kulu, neknale potoka that prophecy gore batho ba bona re bua ka asa re bua ka se bara internal umhlabu ya phela amademon. Is it possible for this end ba buang ka yona ba bua ka nako ya bona uthi isikhathi sabona phela?
Hayi njalo. Sesiphelile. Uyabona umhlaba wonke bayaqedana le-Europe. What's going to happen when we now close the borders? We say all our resources, our sapumi, beneficiation. What's going to happen to Europe? Europe is over. Europe is over West side. I'm telling you, in France, is over West and keep down. The damn Domiama Valama border. At a Puminixla, Mr. Alahamni. Couldn't look on the repama resources. Hey, that's the day Europe young depends. Why did double Bismarck? Bathathe isinqumo sokuthi kuhlanganwe kudecidwe how to cover Africa, because they were looking for resources. There would never be Europe and America without Africa's resources. And enye into makhehla isikweletu leso. Huh? Isikweletu because they stole. They didn't get from us. They just built your men's in cash. Maungafuni or maungezi with the right quantity, yeah, rubber. That evil Belgian will cut your hand.
And even take pictures.
Hi bo. Ubu evil obunjani lo. So manje ke makhehla ningalinge ni-entertain into reconciliation. We need to charge abelungu. Europe yonke ne-America must be charged so that they are able to pay for the misery they caused in Africa. Iqiniso lilapho. Ungathi maso take over nawe so developer ubuntu. Ubuntu bani? Mele yabona amajuda ahada kanjani? Ama-German. Mele sibenze njalo. Noma seke 995 simkhiphe kulo mgodi sithi woza ozophendula. Hey, nalaba bo sisi John Rhodes kumele sibagwebe in absentia. Eh futhi sisuse nale ngcoba lakhe lapha eZimbabwe. Silahla ngazuzu. These are the things that are delaying our progress. We are housing imimoya emibi. Usisi Rhodes shouldn't be on our continent. Akabuyela kule evilness yakubo Europe. Abumkhabe vele bamgcinela. Bese benamadili how can umuntu who rapes your country, not only your country, even your neighboring countries? Usisi John Rhodes urape yonke le ndawo le. And begena remember ukuthi he had a company. Khona company yakhona umlungu wakhona ushone recently. La mlungu loya bekesuka yini konje le company, it was a mining company. Lo mlungu bekesuka eEurope with his suitcase yamadola. Why? Because uzobribe all the leaders of the continent. And waba bribe successfully. I-company yaka-Cecil John Rhodes iphinayithola yonke mineral on the continent. EZimbabwe uCecil John Rhodes unendawo beke ngitshela la ukhona ukhehla uzwile besizwe. Khona abantu bathi eduze kweplaza lakhe kune gold engapheli. Bathi nathi ngeke siqede. Sizoyimina sishiyele. And the leyo ndawo it still belongs to us. No, Anglo now. Anglo owns all those farms. Manje thina siyahlupheka. Look at abantu baseZimbabwe. Inhlupheka bakuyo. Kepha iZimbabwe is richer than South Africa in terms of our minerals. Congo is richer than South Africa in terms of our minerals. But in terms of export, remember what South Africa is more developed in terms of its mining. South Africa exports more because of the technology these evil people that develop to rape Bahombe the sacred womb. Phela mawumina lapho indoda it's like we are rape. Hey, kuthiwa bokumele kuyindlovukazi qala ziyokuphahlela before ungena ke wena lapha ngoba indawo yabo. So it's rich market. Now like South Africa kunama minerals that have been hidden from the colonizer. Ungathuki the day sesi free uzwe kuthiwa kune oil eLimpopo. I-oil eyehle during ilentuza earthquake from Middle East. Yes, yathola iveni yehlela la. Do you understand? You must never be surprised because of that. It will happen. Those things are. It's like, remember, Kutishlozi Moya. Ngathi Idlozi is able to see. Mina noKhesha siplota in the lab. Ukuthi no, labantu lami singawafakela lokho. Idlozi alisukume kitchen. Lize ngithi lizo implanta something. Siyithathe thina le medication, nothing happens to us. Umlungu ayithathe bafe. Ufeba lo ngeCovid. Akufanga bona kakhulu. Yinto beyenzelwe thina because they are trying to reduce our number. So umoya is conscious, umoya ubona yonke into. Bayifihla ngamabomi into. Ama-demons bawehlise. Then it becomes, not economically to mine. Because it's too deep. But the day sibusa, yonke into izo. Kube ama-outclaw. Ungasokoli, ipiki nje nawe gogo. Thatha ipiki yogogo. Jole 100 current lapha sohambe ubayisi. Kuzoba njalo si-rich. Hey, we are abundance, we are born in abundance. It's the evil one that has put us in this condition.
In addition to the last part, interview regarding how mining used to be done back in the days. Always listen. In actual fact, mining back in the days, they are the only ones So part of the reason why we are the chaos and havoc is because things are done by the wrong people.
Lento isho ngayigcwalisela ifana farming. We're not supposed to be doing farming. And they hype because it's Singamavila. Because that's what the Westerners said when they came here. They saw Mama Emasimini. Amadoda hleli lapha ngaphansi kwesihlahla. But these are lazy buggers. Can't understand the protocol yomhlaba. It's only women in Ndlovukazi that have a right
of extracting njalo.
Ngisho nokutshala. Umuntu wasilisa nje akasondeli lapha. So into nje thina kumele siyenze into the future. Ukuthi si develop more technologies so that iNdlovukazi zethu kube simple wena lapha sazi ukuthi ugap umhlaba ujabulile ngoba uthintwa abanikazi. Awuthola indoda intshebe indoda it's like uthatha kanjani awunaso
Bayibuka kanjani as-rape?
injalo injalo same thing. Respecta iNdlovukazi nomhlaba urespectwa kanjani. Because umhlaba yiwo osifidayo. Without umhlaba indlala yodwa ngoba sesajwayela ukudla. Thina sesingcono sesibuyela ku hydrogen. Thokoza.
Umkhulu wami at the age of ubelima insimi ngezandla.
Sure.
Right? Umkhulu akithi. Ushone na 99. So kodwa into ayishola ngoba ufuna ukujwayisa le nto omama yibona abanimele. Sure. Uma ekhathala ngo1 mayilala kwathi kuthuma. Ufika abogogo ababili. Umadlala umncane umadlala umdala ababesi emndenini wakithi. Why ngafika umkhulu bemvuze unika manje. Ukuthi sukuma manje qhubeka ukuthi babefika behlale phansi bese bethatha ijembu la bedebe. Ukwa. Mayiphapha ngalapho suka ukugquma phezulu kwolo. Why ungafika lesilisa? Ufika abogogo. kuyatengisa kuyogcwalisela ukuthi abantu
Bomhlaba, eh.
abaningi bomhlaba.
Sure.
Ngifuna ukugcwalisa kuleli gama.
No, sure. Kunjalo. Indlovukazi abanini bomhlaba and the indlovukazi, they are the controllers la emhlabeni. Indoda isuke ibe. Yabona mayithanda futhi. Ukuthi indoda iphilela indlovukazi yakhe. Injalo, that's all we live for, to satisfy indlovukazi. Huh? Hey, that is natural. And yingakho thina kumele make it a point ukuthi we get our resources ethu back. Because in future angifune ukubona indlovukazi esokolayo. Iyosebenza because they are forced to go and work. Indlovukazi, it must be up to her. I know, man. I have a little bit of time. Eating yoyenza something la. Kube isivumelwano la ekhaya. Hayi ukuthi indlovukazi seyivuka ngo4. Use training 6:30. Bamfuna esipalini 6:30. Beke late, stress. Ubuya la endlini ukwatile. Yini la ezoziphekelayo? Poison. So we need to protect indlovukazi zethu from such things. Amadoda yithi okumele sihereze. So that umfazi wakho never swele. Akithi umhlaba uzobe sewubuyile. So manje umlambisa kanjani mama? Ungalambisa umama usonomhlaba. Awuzobuyakhula. Actually wena sokubizela meeting. Sithi mama shintshi. Hayi siyakhipha kule community. Siyakudingisa impela. Ngoba sifuna iharmony, what harmony? Remember ukuthi Pythagoras, when they wrote about Africans, they said that they are the happiest people in the world. Why? Because of such harmony, balance that we manage. We were wise enough to realize ukuthi into okumele siphile ukuharmonize male and female, above and below. Finish. That's all we must live for. And there is izinto ziyazenzakalela umoya. Ufana mawuphahla wena khaya. You don't determine. You don't change more. Awutshela umoya ukuthi hey phela next week ngiyothatha idate yami lapha esentini. So ngicela ufake imali. Asebenze. When we are part. Ukuthi umoya ukunikeza nini lo mali asindaba yakho. Uyaphahla uyayeka. Umoya ke manje usikhulekile. Awusayicabanga sasi stress. Awumoya webona ukuthi hayi ingane yami yamthanda lo muntu lo. Wona umuthi. Kufika nje umuntu ube nenhlanhla uthola sochayisana nemali. That's how we live as black people. Yeah. You don't dictate fana senzalo. I can't be arrogant enough and la ngime ngintshele ukuthi nge-23 melivela ilanga lizobelenza kanje. We let the sun surprise us all the time because listening as at different things all the time. If I'm in a life, dictate. Let life be. Where they just find the higher vibration. Even in the worst of times, la khona unenhlupheko khona. Bafuna uthatha indlu, abantwana bana school fees. Hayi umoya ukutshela ukuthi khipha lezo ingane ezikolweni. Uzifundise la ekhaya. Manje wena so stressed because abantwana bami I can't afford to go and pay school fees. The school fees where I pay a premium to colonize my child. It does sometimes doesn't want that. And then this all kuluma ngawe ngama action. Imali ngangeni. Ube embarrassed ingane yami idlozi liyakusave. Liyakusave so that ingane yakho must be mentally colonized. The education esinika ingane zethu. bese siyamangala why abantwana babehave ngale ndlela. Because remember ukuthi unawe la meke buye esikolweni. From ekuseni unalo miss. Umiss umfunzayo.
Poison.
Umfuzi poison. Ngoba naye umiss unqele poison. So yabona ukuthi it's a ripple effect. Hey, so Makhetha, please. Mina ikey ye life engifunde practical. Noma kuntswembu kanjani. Don't concentrate on what you don't have. Concentrate on what you want. Lokho kungenakho kuzozizela. Instead of focusing ukuthi I'm not, we are then mounting. We are building a wall of resistance and nothing will come to you. Hey, if ngasho last time, if uphatalika awusaspani bakai kare ubanika itest idlozi likubeke liposh ngokuthi nje udilize le bonda of resistance la kuwe iposh naya lapha wena ulokho ubaleka ngetest bagijimisa ulokho uyayifihla hayi yekela into ihambe ngokumele ihambe so that ukhululeke because the only thing that you need for a haircut magic free flow you need to be free la ngaphakathi oh yes ngiyazi ke ukuthi ngiyamkolota ke uma stand umakhelwane but akunani ngithi mawufuna ukungixosha ilapho ungalokhu resist hayi hey mastandi hayi ngoba yabona mawenze njalo uya ibusesweni zakho. Your blessings are waiting for you. So, mind your blessing you can't reach because of the wall of resistance that you've mounted. Khulula inhliziyo. Fala nomuntu ongasakufuni. If vele aniconnect ihlala nilwa ngoba ufuna happiness nothing should compromise your happiness. I don't care, nothing should compromise your happiness because that is when you are at your most creative. Mo happy nje isambulelo siyena you get ideas. Lokho kuluzile ufike idea that is 20 times better than lokho kuluzile. So don't hold on to things okungamelanga zibe around you. Fana nabantu nebra mawubona ukuthi i-vibrator low njalo uma nginayo umoya wami uyehla Kape. Ngoba uzodelay ifisha yakho lo muntu loyo. Uzolokho ukuthi marweni uzenza ngcono wena. Cabanga ukuthi ungafana nenganga. That is a belief abanayo. Ukuthi izinto can only be done by white people. Abone ukuthi la endlini sesi-generate i-technology so. But ungazofuna computer ingala. Basho njalo. Bombheka lo muntu lo. Umile stagnant elifini yakhe. Umile nti. But utshela wena ungazocomputer nengala. Yini leyo low self-esteem. People who haven't found themselves. They vibrate low. So manje thina siyabazi. Asena ndaba nayo. Kahle siyabaphahlela ukuthi basuke eduze kwethu because thina silapha thina we are the objective yethu ukuthi sibuse umhlaba again not South Africa or Southern Kemet ingane zethu sizilungiselela lokho for them to get ready to rule the world not just Africa. So when you're limited in terms of your vision, awungalokhu ungiblocka man. Mina ngibona.
Oh, hi.
Oh, both of them. Ah, sivaleni. Oh no, no question. Okay. No, it's yeah, no so.
Okay. Quick question. Muguzwe, you said something here, Kurumagi current. So, and iba free flow, uyaisho kona manje, iba free flow, iba happy. And focus on that. There's ungasifuni. Having said that, ngicela ungidlulise la. Isikole so mkhulu so khokho kusase isikole. Ngifuna ukuba free flow. Lento le engafocus kuyo. Ngiyala kanjani ngafocusanga ya.
Ah no, leyo ngekho avoid. Remember ukuthi umkhulu wakho, it's an extension of you. Ngoba umkhulu wakho umoya and usaphila. Thina sithi bashonile abafana bayaphila. So therefore isikweletu sabo stays. And the mawuzalwe lapho uzalwele leso kweletu ukuthi wena usilungise. Angithi uhambe la vele ayitshela ukuthi hayi no mina ngumfundisi ngihlabi imbuzi. Neka fika ngale is confronted by the truth. Bayambuza ukuthi hey wena mkhizi. Bathi wena mkhizi. Bawenzani la emhlabeni? Angithi sakunike opportunity. Hayi, masuka ngakholwa. Ubhetho ke le nto utshela yona. Awungeni ke la. Hamba ocela omunye osele emuva ukuthi akwenzele lo msebenzi. That's why ke the season le yiyo yokubakhuphula. Mesithi siyakhuphula uma umuntu siyageza. Sigeza umoya wako so that it regains the purity that it had when you were birthed. Hey, that's the only way you can proceed. Otherwise, uzolinda lapha in limbo. And uthola ukuthi family yakho ayihambelani namadlozi esenkingeni. Usenkingeni because uzolinda forever. Ufike kubo, hayi no, ngiyakhodola. Bathi tombstone. Bacabanga ukuthi bazokufudumeza nge-tombstone, kanti ayisebenzi leyo. Wena ufuna lento oyifunayo, ufuna ukugezwa, ufuna ukukhushulwa. So lapho makhe leyo, uzokhetha, i-wisdom engayithola nami engikhula. Uma kungavuka nephupho nje elilodwa lithi unesikweleti o lithi ubaba wakho wahamba la nesikweleti lungisa phela ngoba ayikho leyo yakhe ezolunga engakanyungisi la
usazi kanjani
ubani
leso sikole
umoya communicate umoya uzokwenza ukuthi ushayisane namabonda everything that you do. Mina, I remember before me pathway, I was doing activity in terms of a commodity. We're looking for chrome, all these copper, all these commodities. And we're also fundraising for lendos, concessions and mining. I remember just before Ngepefing, I had lost 9 concessions. They saying he told funders are called. And every time we're supposed to conclude, something disappears. Every time we're supposed to conclude, Yashabalali. What's the go by 9? Nangene Petwe. Azange peli 2 weeks. Ngabona okhokho bangifaka erumini egcweliko. Hey. It means bebengikhombisa ukuthi you are not in control of lezinto ogijimisayo. We are in control. Ngitheme ngibuya ephehlweni, ngibuyela nje office in 3 days after ngibuyela. One of the concessions I lost before ngiye ephehlweni yafika. Hayibo. Bazocela i-assistance ye-funding again kimi. But Taser, somebody else. Hayi lo muntu bekefikile. So umoya usebenza kanjalo ke. And ungafuna ungalinge nje ufuna ukuchallenge umoya. Ngoba you will never win that war. Umoya is stronger than us. Angithi ushawa into ongayiboni. Hey, mawuthi left. Who? Who? Ugcina wenzani? Mina I knew ukuthi I had 2 options. Isanda ngijele. Omnyama. I was confronted by these 2 and I knew definitely if ungenzi something about my life, isanda ngijele or ngiyofa. I chose ungene ephehlweni. Thokoza. Seven. Oh, what's that you bring out? Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, today, the birthday, yeah, and that's what I said about my time. So quickly later, one of the books are the companion in the editor on about as much information about Rumsaba. But often the mission was to make sure we can when I was maybe 14 or so, we are a super good tabanchu at one familiar or not by the go midnight because for I don't know for how long the battle negotiate the and eventually the whole family. So for years no whole thought of check the book and everything. Sure. You know, because I'm a hopola and so just link kabala buka kakopana le nesekele mo GDK kakopana le the story ya Bongwane and some other time like I share a little bit I think he felt for it's necessary for the story ya Mangwane to include more that case study. So today to what I share another part that there was a representative ya Mangwane in the I think 1985 Mabuza, and at that time Maburu never batla kunkela I think Mangwane kwangema kwangwane and then kunale I think kwangema I'm not sure what the actually it was maybe but very neighboring and mabatla go bankela lefatshe and then banke batho ba teng ba ba pushetse ko kwangwane and ba boleletse batho ba le gore no Mangwane ba dumela don't worry wa bona la re nkela lefatshe le tla ba safe ko no problem. As soon as Mangwane utla ka gona they sent it to Mabuza and they had a meeting and different stakeholders. And then and confronted the president at the time and Baba Blela no, we will have nothing to do with and because they were the only ones that Baba firm more decision all the neighboring people never so sure about hey give my board you know that's like that. They were the ones who said no Bitunya of no Bitunya and because of that everybody was able to keep Lefatela border and so I feel for somehow Silvano Machado. Kaloboka.
Oh, before we call, we cannot obey card. Bad tolerance. Fleet management. Mhlawumbe leli doctoring mistake asizothola. Oh yeah, uqedzelela ke. No, siyabonga. Omabuza mostly amandebele, ne? Aboshabalala. Okay.
Angithi bakhona eMaswazi.
Yeah.
Kunendawo ethi eMaswazini.
No, iyazi le beza nomlalati. Remember uMatiwane wapromisa uSobhuza ukuthi uzomkhipthela yena umfana. Wasecela uSobhuza ukuthi hayi nawe indodakazi yakho ngicela. And bashada. Wasuku nomlalati wayebhekile. So ilapho kahle that's very interesting. Mele sifunde izinto so that sithole some of the history.
Thokoza. Ngithathela ukuyibisela kancane emuva from the lecture. Kule section yokusonteka yakuba. Enye indlela engibuka ngayo is there's no white supremacy without black inferiority. The only thing that gives birth and life to white supremacy
No, sure.
So part of unwinding our mindset and how it was winded up, observe the oppressor, is also to look at izinto narrative. In so much as me putting the fight against this person, do I really need to be saving my energy in fighting this person as opposed to flatter? With full awareness and consciousness, without me, this person can't survive. So how's about I just detach? I'm full next year, okay. I'm full next year. I just need to make a conscious decision that I'm detaching from this person. I'm full next year, okay. Like I don't want anything to do with this person. As opposed to us competing. How's about we just live by competing?
Sure. Disconnect from Inga. I'm going to